Okay, take it away, Kim.
Okie dokie. Hello, hello, hello. So I am here because we do these probably monthly, and we try to dig deeper into the different verticals into our company. And so tonight we are actually going to talk about our skincare products, and we're going to talk about how skincare and different ingredients affect your hormones. And the coolest thing is, I'm just a mom of two boys, but we have some professionals that are our advocates, and you are going to get their professional experience in using the products and talking more about the products. So, my name is Kim. I am 52 years old. And I kind of wanted to give you my background about why I absolutely love the skincare. And so a year ago, I got a divorce, and I kind of looked in the mirror like we always do. And I was like, wow, I look old. I felt like I looked old. And honestly, I felt like it was just years I felt like were missing. And so just like anybody else, my first thing was I'm gonna go and get cosmetic procedures done. And I spent probably over $5,000 worth of cosmetic procedures um, over a year ago. And I had bruises and spent money and all this other stuff. And it's funny because when I first got it done, I was like, oh, I look great. But now I look back at those pictures and I'm like, God, that's not me. That's not me. And so since then, I haven't had a single solitary cosmetic procedure. I have been using the products. And one of the things that I love about our products is they are super simple. I am not a 12-step girl. I actually am the girl who goes to sleep with her makeup on. At least I used to be. And so when I actually were introduced to these products, I loved the simplicity of it. And so one of the things that you should know about our skincare system is it's like literally 3 steps. And so it's 2 steps in the morning and 2 steps in at night. And that is enough. Even if I go into my bedroom and I'm like exhausted, I know that I can quickly put those products on my skin. And my favorite thing that I love is this cleanser. And we have a powder cleanser. For me, I don't have any Botox, guys, no Botox. And I believe the powder cleanser has done amazing for my forehead and under the eyes. I know at 52 years old, those are two big things that people usually want to see better. And so that's my story. I actually don't wear makeup. I usually always wear makeup, and I feel great being, no makeup, being able to confidently go out in the world and do that. And so it's such a drastic change from where I was a year ago. So that is my story, and I'm going to turn it over to Dawn.
Awesome. Well, hi everyone. So I am so excited to be here tonight. I have been asked to talk about skin and how ingredients in our everyday products can affect our health and specifically our hormone health. I'll also briefly talk tonight about some various skin issues that can be caused by hormonal changes, and then I'm going to share some of my favorite esthetician tips for glowing skin. So, for those of you who maybe don't know me, my name is Dawn Condor, and I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and a licensed esthetician here in sunny Naples, Florida. I run a solo aesthetics practice called The Face Naturalist, and my focus is really holistic anti-aging and skincare. So my passion for a natural approach really stems from red flags that I've seen in my own life, starting with my own skin. For most of my life, my skin has been very problematic. It's very sensitive. I'm rosacea prone. And that makes it very challenging to find products that don't irritate my skin. In fact, I had a dermatologist tell me it was my genetics and that I could have laser done or I could just live with it. So just living with it is pretty much what I did for a very long time. But there are other red flags. I personally dealt with fertility issues in my 30s. And then in my 40s, I lost both my mom and my aunt to cancer. And all of that inspired me to make some significant changes, from diet to lifestyle. But none of these efforts made any changes for my skin. I still really struggled with skin issues. And it wasn't until about 7 years ago when my daughter had an almost anaphylactic reaction to drugstore eyeshadow. That was when, as a family, we started transitioning to products without fragrance and other potentially harsh ingredients. And guess what happened? My rosacea magically cleared up. And this is when I began to connect the dots. And I realized the profound impact that the chemicals that we put on our bodies affect our skin and our health. So, where's the connection between skincare and hormone health, you may ask? Many of these harsh and potentially health harming chemicals fall under the category of endocrine disruptors, also known as EDCs. And if this is a new term, endocrine disruptors are chemicals that interfere with our body's endocrine system, which is the system that regulates your hormones. These EDCs can mimic, block, or even disrupt the production or elimination of the natural hormones in our body. And unfortunately, these disruptors are hiding in plain sight. They're lurking in the products that we use on a daily basis, from the lotions to makeup and hair care products. Endocrine disruptors can be found in a wide range of the personal care items that we use every day. So these chemicals have been linked to fatigue, headaches, immune system dysfunction, developmental disorders, metabolic issues, and yes, also hormone issues. So, like painful periods, polycystic ovary syndrome, infertility, endometriosis, and certain organ cancers. While genetics and hormone imbalances are often cited as primary factors, our exposures to toxins in our everyday products is also part of the problem. So the question is, how do these toxins actually get into our bodies, right? So our skin is not only our largest organ, but it's also the only double-sided organ. So what I mean by this is you have the outer layers of your skin, that's the external barrier, protecting the body from the environment. And you have the inner layers of the skin that act as a shock absorber to protect your internal organs. What we know is that our skin has pores, right? So it's permeable, it's porous, meaning it absorbs what we put on our skin. Think of your body as a sponge, soaking up everything it comes into contact with. And when you slather on that moisturizer or apply that lipstick, the chemicals in those products can penetrate the skin and in some cases even enter the bloodstream. So over time, this exposure can add up. It can lead to a buildup of toxins in the body. And this is known as the toxic load, or the cumulative amount of toxins or harmful substances that builds up in the body over time. It's like carrying around a backpack with bricks. The more toxins you're accumulating, the heavier the load is on your body. And just like an overloaded backpack is going to weigh you down, the excessive toxic load can overwhelm the body's natural detoxification pathways, which leads to the issues that I mentioned earlier. But here's the kicker, guys. Despite the growing body of evidence that links endocrine disruptors to health issues, there's very few regulations in the industry to govern the use of these chemicals. And this is concerning because, according to the Environmental Working Group, the average woman uses approximately 12 personal care products containing up to 168 or more unique ingredients every day. And only 1% of the ingredients on the market has been tested for safety. So, what can we do to lighten the load? This brings me to my first two tips. The first is be aware of what's in your products, and then take action. So, how do we do this? Number one, educate yourself. Do what you're doing tonight. Learn more and be educated on the ingredients that are in your personal care and your skincare products. Be careful who you get your information from. There's a lot of brands out there doing greenwashing. There's, on the flip side, there's influencers who are using scare tactics. So do your own ingredient and product detective work and choose credible sources with valid research and studies when you're making your decisions. So number two, decide what chemicals of concern are on your personal no list. Only you can decide what your ingredient priorities are. And once you've got that personal no list, then take action and decide, where do you want to start? So are you all in? Do you want to overhaul your beauty products in one clean sweep? Are you wanting a more moderate approach where you just swap out products that stay on the skin, like your creams, your lotions, your serums, your makeup? Or do you just want to dip your toes into the clean ingredient waters and try replacing your products one by one as they expire or you run out? Okay, so now we've got a little better understanding of how endocrine disruptors in our skincare can be harmful. So let's chat about how hormones directly affect your skin. So if I had a dime or a dollar for every client who's come in to my practice saying, I have breakouts on my chin, or I'm suddenly having, this weird sensitivity to products after pregnancy, or now that I'm in my 50s and 60s, I've got these weird dry patches and I haven't changed anything. Could it be hormones? Well, yep, it could definitely be hormones. In fact, hormones can affect your skin in different ways at every stage of life. So let's start with puberty. You have teenagers have that surge of estrogen and testosterone that trigger the sebaceous or the oil glands to produce more oil. So they're going to get clogged pores and they're going to get breakouts. And then we move into our menstrual years, where there's more of an ebb and a flow of hormones. You have that estrogen that's at its highest during the beginning of the month. So that's when we tend to have clearer skin. And then in the second half of the month, when you've got the progesterone kicking in, that's when the skin breaks out and we might be a little more sensitive. Oh, and don't forget, as we hit our 20s and 30s, our collagen and elastin is already starting to, reduce. We're not producing it as efficiently. So then we have pregnancy, post-pregnancy, breastfeeding. So estrogen, progesterone are significantly increased, which can cause all kinds of skin issues. So until the hormones level out there, women may see increased breakouts or sensitivity and dry patches and even hyperpigmentation or melasma. So let's kind of now, walk into perimenopause. So there's a steep reduction during this time in estrogen, which leads to dry skin, and it leads to eczema, sagging skin, yet there's still enough hormone fluctuations to have breakouts as well. And then lastly, we've got, menopause and beyond. So the lack of estrogen and testosterone results in the skin becoming drier and more sensitive and more susceptible to irritation. Pores may seem larger due to the weaker collagen and elastic tissue. So what can we do externally and internally to help with these changes in our skin due to hormones? First, no matter what age you are, you need to have a good, solid skincare routine with results-driven products that include quality ingredients that's safe for your health and safe for your hormones. So this is why, as an esthetician, I was really drawn to Hue and Grace. They have been created by the top organic formulators in the industry. The products have thoughtfully chosen but high-performing ingredients that promote skin immunity, it promotes skin resiliency, and with the intent of lessening the toxic load. So I thought I would share just a few of my best skin practices as an esthetician, and also talk about some of the amazing products at Hue and Grace. So let's start with your skincare routine. At a minimum, you need to be cleansing, exfoliating, and moisturizing. And as an esthetician, I personally recommend that you're washing twice a day, morning and night. I know we get tired at night. I know it's tempting to not wash your face before climbing into bed, but guys, this is a really important step, and let me tell you why. So during the day, pollutants and microbes and makeup and oils, sweat and dead skin cells are building up on your skin. And this gunk and grime not only clogs your pores, which can cause breakouts, but it's also settling into those fine lines and can make your skin look dull. So the other part is that when you go to put on these wonderful anti-aging products, they can't do their job because your skin's not clean and they can't properly be absorbed. So washing your skin twice a day really is critical. And I'm going to admit, I personally am not a fan of makeup wipes. I just don't think that they do a good job of cleansing the skin and removing all that dirt and grime. But what I am a fan of is the Hue and Grace 5-in-1 cleansing powder. The ingredients are amazing. They exfoliate, it brightens the skin, nourishes, and detoxifies while hydrating the skin. It has food grade and botanical ingredients, really comparable to your spa lines. You've got two kinds of clays in there that are going to cleanse and are going to soothe, while you've got vitamin C that's going to brighten and firm. So a really quick pro tip: when cleansing your skin, I recommend using tepid to lukewarm water, because when you're cleansing, this is going to help to prevent stripping the natural oils and over drying your skin. And the bonus of this 5-in-1 cleanser is that this is also an exfoliant. So we're going to get that exfoliating step in here. And I find with my clients, this exfoliating step is often the missing piece to their regimen. Exfoliating removes your dead skin cells. It promotes cellular turnover. It's going to help to reveal that glowing, healthy skin. So for those of you who are using this as a mask, I want to give you guys a really great tip. If you find your skin is on the drier side, when you add your water to create the mask, you can add 1 or 2 drops of the night serum to it. It will become really creamy. And then when you apply it, you're going to be adding in some extra hydration to your skin. So that's just a quick tip there. All right, so then you have the moisturizing step. And I've got the night serum, but just to show you what it looks like. So the Hue and Grace serums are wonderful multitasking 2-in-1 products. They act both as your serum and your moisturizer. So your serum is your treat step, while the moisturizer is what gives you the hydration. And it's just amazing that we have both steps in one. It's more cost effective. It's more time efficient. So that's a really incredible bonus of this product. So your day serum is going to shield your skin from the environmental stressors of the day with antioxidants like vitamin C, and then boost the collagen and improving skin tone. And then you've got your night serum that supports skin renewal with the ingredients like the blue tansy, known for its calming and also antimicrobial properties. So a pro tip when you're applying your serum oil is when you place in your hand to warm it up. And I like to press it into the skin. When you're pressing it into the skin, you're not pulling and tugging on the skin. So we're helping to just maintain the integrity of the collagen and elastin in your skin. So lastly, I have to highlight my favorite. This was my gateway product for Hue and Grace, and this is the gua sha. And if you're not familiar with what a gua sha is, this is a traditional Chinese medicine tool. It can boost the skin's microcirculation up to 400%. So this is going to help to enhance nutrient delivery to the skin, help to increase collagen and elastin levels. It can reduce the expression lines and puffiness, and also it can aid in lymphatic drainage. So if you're not currently using a gua sha tool, obviously I am very partial to it. I just personally think that it's very magical when it comes to anti-aging, and it's also an amazing self-care practice to help you really practice mindfulness as well. All right, so personally, I use these products in my own skincare regimen. I also use these products in my facials on my clients, including the gua sha that I use in my signature gua sha facial. But I didn't want to leave out going ahead and supporting your skin from within as well. So if you want to give that boost from within, then I highly recommend the Hue and Grace Pure Single Ingredient Collagen. It is made from the collagen peptides of top quality Japanese codfish. And there's no pesticides, there's no growth hormones in this product. It's processed in a way that's easily absorbed. So this is going to help boost hydration. It's going to help encourage the body's own production of collagen, and it's going to help to make your skin look more healthy and more glowing, as well as support hair growth, nail growth, and also your joints as well. And my very last two tips are really lifestyle. First, don't forget to get your 7 to 9 hours of sleep. When you're not getting enough sleep, you are depriving the skin of the rest that it needs to work on a cellular level and to create those fresh new cells. And the last is water, hydration. Stay hydrated. Water is a real MVP here when it comes to your skin health. Adequate hydration is going to help your complexion indirectly as it increases the circulation in the skin. And this allows the body to flush out toxins from the skin, reduce inflammation, and that's going to help to prevent skin conditions like eczema, acne, psoriasis. So I always recommend drinking half your body weight in ounces of water. So that's it. There you have it, guys. I hope this was helpful and informative. So I am going to hand it on to Jen Beeson.
There we go. Okay, unmute. Hey, okay, so Dawn said so much that I wanted to say, and I love it, but I am gonna give her a quick shout out. Talking about this collagen. Okay, let me pick up my phone, guys. I'm in my bathroom, so I'm away from my kids. Do you see this growth? My skin and my hair have never looked so good, except now I've got all this like crazy baby hair. I don't know what to do with. The collagen works wonders. I am 40 years old and I take at least one of those packets every single day to help support your skin from within. The other thing I wanted to add on to the hydration thing that she said was I personally recommend taking our Hydrate and Detox drink because it's got the electrolytes. I'm a busy mama for, I don't always have time to drink all those ounces in water. I try my best. I absolutely try my best, but I feel better knowing that I'm getting the electrolytes. Plus it's got the pre and probiotics in it. So when we are talking about skin, hormones, and acne, Um, our gut health, our gut is very much connected to what happens with our skin on the outside, right? So if we have an imbalanced gut, if it's not healthy, then a lot of times it can appear on our skin. So I highly recommend taking a pre and probiotic, like what is in our hydration drinks. So now you're going to get the electrolytes and you're going to have good gut health, and it's going to just help clear your skin from within. I wanted to share, I am a mom of 3 teenagers and a 4-year-old, and all 3 of my teens are dealing with acne like crazy. And like Dawn mentioned, when they hit those teenage years, I have noticed with my kids, their hair looks oilier, their face is oilier, their ears are even more oily. It's all weird to me. I am new to this, so if any of you guys have teenagers and tips, please let me know, because it is something special. But what we have done, my teenage daughter is obsessed. Teenagers these days are more into skincare than they've ever been before. I was reading an article and they said junior hires and high schoolers, they are obsessed with Sephora and getting all the skincare stuff, right? So why not teach them how to use safer, better products that are going to be hormone safe now? And when our 5-in-1 came out, my daughter said, "Let me read it." And she's looking at the ingredients. She goes, "Niacinamide." And I was like, "Yeah, what is it?" So I was getting schooled by my 8th grader on what the ingredients are in our products and why we should be using them. And my son said to me, "Mom, I'm not embarrassed to use it because it's not in the pink packaging like the stuff I used to get him." He said, "It's so girly. I'm not using it." And so my kids are absolutely obsessed with a 5-in-1 because it does help exfoliate. We use it as have you guys seen those pimple patches that the kids wear? They're like stars and they literally wear them out in public like it's cool. Blows my mind. So my kids wanted them and I said, "No, I've got something better." So we don't wear it in public, but at night we'll take a little bit of this and we'll make it like a little patch, and I'll either add apple cider vinegar or something to that effect so they can have little patches wherever they're breaking out. And this has been a lifesaver for my family, for my teens. We're all obsessed, including me and my husband, who keeps stealing it, and it makes me upset. And then my daughters also informed me that they love that there's vitamin C in this. Again, it's one of the cool hip ingredients. I'm too old to know what's cool and hip, but they told me that it is. And so I make sure that they're always stocked up on this. I'm obsessed with it. I had no clue why, again, until they started educating me on ingredients. But having a serum that is going to help combat, like Dawn said, the vitamin C healing, promoting within the night serum, which I spilled my bottle earlier and I have to order a new one, so I don't have it to show you. Yes, I cried over it. It's very sad. It's worse than spilling milk. The night serum has that anti-inflammatory property. And so when they are dealing with inflamed acne, I tell them, "Hey, my son would take it to baseball games. And as soon as he would get done, he would wipe his face down with the baby wipe, if whatever we had on, and then he'd put a little bit on." And it really does help with redness. I have rosacea and it has helped so much since being, consistent with it. So I want to just say, like, everything Dawn said is so true. I love these ingredients. I love the products, but I think being consistent and using this and understanding that acne comes from so many different ways, staying hydrated, taking care of yourself from within internally too, will definitely make a huge difference on the outside. But really, that's all I have to share. I think that if you have a kid that's younger, teaching them now so they turn into teenagers and you're not having to fight them about the bad stuff, is such a great tool. Our bar is also really good. It helps protect the skin's barrier. And that, Dawn, if you said this, I'm so sorry, but yes, it helps protect the skin's barrier and bring it back to where it needs to be. It's got the adaptogens in it, and I'm all about adaptogens. I take them daily internally too. And those just meet your body's needs where they're at. So if you guys are like, "Hey, I'm struggling with, any of this, adult acne, might have a teenager that's having it." I really got started in all this journey because my daughter had early onset puberty, and I learned so much about how to fight it naturally. So guys, I cannot speak highly enough of making sure that you take care of yourself from the inside out and use products that are really good and apparently with really cool ingredients.
I think I am next. And I believe I am the grandma of the group because I am 57 years old, and I actually just became a grandma officially last Friday. So we're very excited over here. But if you look at my skin, you can see that I've been using these amazing products too. My name is Cindy, and I have been self-employed for the past 36 years doing electrolysis. I have my electrolysis license, my laser certification, my esthetician license, and my cosmetology license. So I am very big into all of these different things that involve the hair, the skin, and your whole body. And I got interested with Hue and Grace when I seen a friend of mine, Melissa, start talking about these endocrine disrupting hormones, these endocrine disrupting chemicals. And as an electrologist, I see a number of people on a daily basis who suffer from superfluous hair growth from having some type of endocrine disruption. So I started to investigate into these products. And what I loved so much is, of course, number one, they are free from those endocrine disrupting chemicals. So it was great that I could offer my clients an alternative that they could use at home that wasn't going to further wreak havoc with what they had going on in their body. And I just love that confidence to be able to share that with them. What my clients love is they love the simplicity of the products. Like these previous ladies had mentioned, the internal collagen is just amazing, especially as we get older and when you start pushing that postmenopause, our natural creation of collagen is just totally depleted, and we really need that type 2 collagen for bone and joint health. And most collagens do not have that type 2. This one does. So I absolutely love our collagen. But what my people, again, this simple routine, I mean, in the morning, in the shower, I basically use a cleansing bar in the shower. I come out, I dry my face, and we use the face serum. Quick, easy, my morning routine's done. Nighttime can be a little bit more involved, but it's very simple to say the least, okay? Nighttime, I start with this lovely gem that all these ladies have talked about. It is such a great product. Absolutely love it, and they've elaborated, so I'm gonna move on to some of my other favorites. I use the cleanser first, and then I apply the night serum. And what my favorite thing about this night serum is, and I can see why Jen was upset spilling hers, is it smells wonderful. And it actually not only helps your skin, but it helps your whole body start to relax and get you ready for that evening relaxing sleep mode. So it's really awesome. So that is one of my favorite products. And then I always follow with lip mask before I go to bed because we want to make sure we protect those. So for my face, that's it. And that's what I recommend for my people. But because I wash my hands at least 25 times a day, they tend to get very dry. So for me, I start off with, there we go, the body polish. And I was a skeptic about this, but I started using it and I was amazed at how soft my hands felt. And then they've recently added the body butter. So I actually follow it up with that. Body butters here. And it smells amazing. And my hands that typically bleed over the winter because of being so dehydrated from washing so much have never bled all winter. So it's been amazing. But my last favorite nighttime tip that I have to share, and I was telling Jamie about this, is this night supplement. Now, if you are entering those menopause years, I can tell you sleep can be non-existent. We tend to toss and turn, or we can fall asleep, but then we wake up a couple times of night. And I'm not even talking about the hot flashes that can come up, because that's all stuff that you ladies have to look forward to. But what this night supplement does, it does not have melatonin, which I love, because melatonin tends to knock me out, but it doesn't keep me sleeping, and I wake up feeling like a mess. So with this supplement, another thing that I was a total skeptic about is, I don't think this is going to work. I've tried everything. Day 2, when I started using this supplement, I woke up and I was like, wow. Like, I woke up and I felt like I slept like a rock. And it's amazing. The quality sleep is what you need to function better daily, and it's better for your skin. Your skin, when you sleep better, everything just looks better and you feel better. So for my new nighttime routine, this is mandatory. So, and again, I share all of these products with confidence to my clients, because they're all looking for something that doesn't harm their hormones. There's so many chemicals. I mean, our country, we have 9 banned chemicals in this country, but Europe has like 1,600. So you can kind of do the math. We have a lot of stuff in our products in the United States that they don't have in Europe, and that can cause problems. So I strongly encourage you to take this information, put it to use, and take care of you, because you will not regret it. These products are amazing. Back to you, Jamie.
Oh my gosh, that was so great. I have so many notes here. And hi, everyone. My name's Jamie Shepherd, and I'm just going to close this out really fast. I am by no means a skincare expert. I'm still learning about hormones, and I've been an advocate with you and Grace for about 7 months now, and came from a wellness world, right? So the skin component of our entire company has been such a beautiful thing to learn about. It's something that affects every single one of us. We all have it, and I think most of us probably want it to look good. So it's been really fun to learn, being surrounded by so many highly intelligent, smart, skilled women that do have this broad wealth of knowledge. I'm embarrassed to admit, well, I'm not embarrassed to admit, I'll just say it loudly. I've always washed my face with like my shampoo suds. Like, I have literally never had a skincare routine. And there's been many times in my life where I was like, I need to get a skincare routine. And it gets so overwhelming and complicated and expensive. And then I buy all the things. I literally bought something once from a woman at a med spot that I took it home. She's like, this is what you need. It's amazing. And I took it home and it literally smelled like cat pee. Literally like cat pee. And I was like, it was very expensive. And I was like, this was so expensive. And I went and I told her, and she's like, but it works. It's amazing. You should be using it. I'm like, but it smells. She goes, it doesn't care what it smells like. This is going to make, and I'm like, anyway. So there's so many things out there to choose from. I have tried so many of it in the times when I'm like, I should take this more seriously. And I've seen, just seen over the years a lot, like Kim too, like the stress of divorce and life and a pandemic. Like environmental toxins and nutritional issues. Like, I just felt like it was wearing all of the trauma on my face. And all of a sudden one day was like, I look like I have aged 20 years in a year. And it's okay to want to look our best, right? But there are many products out there that have they promise a lot of things, or they're doing harm while they're doing good. A lot of chemicals putting into us when we're trying to be healthy in other ways, and it just neutralizes or makes everything worse. So I've loved just learning about this. I love that I can learn as I go to be an advocate and build a business here. You don't have to be an expert in all things hormone or skincare. We have an amazing team of people that share their knowledge. And also we have our company provides excellent training from just even the creators of these products, which is really great. I know we're going to wrap up on time, but I know there's so much more to say. We touched on a lot of things lightly. We just wanted to kind of pull the veil back for everyone tonight to kind of show what we do talk about behind the scenes when you do become a customer or part of our team as an advocate. And we really can dig into this a lot more individualized, and have kind of deeper, more robust conversations around this. But this is just kind of like that appetizer, that hopefully you got some really great tidbits, some great ideas, some really great pro tips from these amazing women. And might be wondering, like, okay, well, what's next? I would say, first, reach out to whoever invited you to watch this call, and sent you the recording, or shared you with this live link, and kind of share what caught your attention, what you're interested in. You always have the option to save, get the advocate discount, or even be able to like have a link to earn your own costs, earn your own products, whether it's in product credit or just by sharing this with friends and family. As you fall in love with the products. As a customer, you get to even save 10% and get free shipping and build product credit. So talk to whoever invited you to watch this call about what the best path forward is for you. And obviously we covered a lot of really great products. There's just so many choices and places you can start. But the idea and hopefully the biggest takeaway is that it's all really simple and it's all really safe. I know that there was a couple people that like perked up when we talked about teen skincare routines. And just to reiterate, this is really safe for teens. This is really safe for kids. There are a lot of options out there that they are recommending and seeing on social media and on TikTok that aren't. So like things that have salicylic acid, that have retinol and retinoids, that have peptides. These are things that are designed for like mature skin, for people with wrinkles, and not for these beautiful, healthy, collagen-filled youths that really don't need these things. And so if you are wanting a place to start, this is a really great place for them to start. I know that's something that my nieces are 17 and 19, and they know way more about skincare, kind of like Jen's kids too. So it feels good knowing that I can give them this, and know that I am helping them feel and look their best. I think starting early with a skincare regimen is always going to be a great idea, but doing it in a way that's safe is the most important. So it feels good to be able to know that we've got something for every stage of life. And we'll wrap it up there. If there's any questions we can do really fast. If there's any burning questions, is there anything in the chat that you guys are seeing? Oh, nice, Vicky. I love that your teenager was, yeah. And I think kids are wanting to do this, and it is like the gender neutral packaging is really nice too. And the bar of soap is like, it's not super girly, but it's also really attractive, and feminine at the same time. So it's a really nice quality product. Okay. Do you see any questions, anyone? Anyone getting anything in their inbox? Well, we'll wrap it up there, and we can't wait to welcome you into our community soon. And we'll talk to you then. Thanks, ladies. That was so amazing.